Bienvenidos todos de mi comunidad. Don't worry, that's all the Spanish for this newsletter. As we enter September, we'd like to honor Latine Heritage Month. This month-long celebration begins on September 15th and ends on October 15th. It begins mid-month to include many Independence Day anniversaries, including Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, as well as Honduras and Nicaragua, all on September 15th, and Mexico on September 16th, and Chile on September 18th. Latine Heritage Month, pronounced La-tee-ney, originally recognized as Hispanic Heritage Month, reflects a growing movement towards inclusivity and equity. While Hispanic had been widely used to describe Spanish-speaking communities, it excludes Indigenous, Afro-Latine, and non-Spanish-speaking groups like Brazilians. At ReWork, we use Latine to honor the full spectrum of identities within the Latin American community, embracing a gender-neutral term rooted in cultural inclusivity. The fight for labor rights have long been a crucial part of Latine heritage, particularly in California. From the Oxnard Strike in 1903 to the Delano Grape Strikes in 1965, Latine activists and workers have been at the forefront of campaigns for safer workplaces and equitable wages. Labor Day, which we just recently observed, serves as a reminder of those historic struggles and the ongoing efforts to create a more just and fair society. Latine workers, especially farm workers, fought for the basic rights that many of us now take for granted: fair pay, safe conditions, and the right to organize. The legacy of their activism continues to inspire the work that we do at ReWork to ensure equitable labor practices across the Bay Area. Our team at ReWork is dedicated to advancing this mission. Truth be told, less than 6% of Latinas have higher graduate degrees. In fact, my own grandmother and father picked tomatoes in the fields of Sacramento. And because of lack of protections, unfortunately, my grandmother fought cancer despite not smoking a day of her life. At ReWork the Bay, we believe in building an equitable future for everybody. And this mission cannot be realized without recognizing and supporting the Latin community's fight for justice. Latine Heritage Month is not only a time to celebrate rich cultural contributions, but also to recommit to the ongoing work of equity and inclusion for all. Let's continue to celebrate this legacy and honor the many Latine leaders and workers who have made and continue to make history. Latine Heritage Month reminds us that the struggle for equity is far from over, and the ReWork is committed to being a part of that ongoing fight, ensuring that all workers, especially those from historically marginalized communities, have the opportunity to thrive. If you would like an opportunity to be involved in this meaningful work, visit us to learn more. In solidarity and with gratitude, Janelle, Brianna, and Rob.